Okay, so here we are, we're at the bottom. When you try to solve a system by elimination, so the goal is to eliminate one of the variables by adding the equations together. Now you can only do this if the coefficients of the variables are opposites. So positive 1y, negative 1y, negative 3x, positive 3x. If not, you can't do it. Okay, solve for the other variable once you eliminate one of them. Take your answer, substitute it, find the second variable, check your solutions. Okay, so let's do a couple examples here. Let's look at 8. So 2x plus 3y equals negative 8. Negative 2x plus 5y equals negative 24. Now notice that we have opposites for the x's. Positive 2x, negative 2x. Those are opposite coefficients. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a plus symbol, going to put a big underline, add the columns. So you have 0x, 2 plus negative 2 is 0, 3 plus 5 is 8y, negative 8 plus negative 24 is negative 32. Now we solve this. Divide by 8, divide by 8. Y equals negative 4. There's the first answer. Now we need x. Let's just go back to, we'll take equation 1. So 2x plus 3y equals negative 8. What was our answer for y? Negative 4. Let's substitute that. And we get 2x plus negative 12. So I'm just going to say minus 12 equals negative 8. Move the constant. Plus 12 plus 12. So we get 2x equals 4. Divide by 2. X equals 2. So the answer is we get positive 2 for x, we get negative 4 for y. Okay, let's go ahead and do a quick check for that. So the top equation was 2x plus 3y equals negative 8. So 2x, that's 2 times 2, plus 3y, y was negative 4. Does it give us negative 8? Check. Alright, the bottom one was negative 2x, so negative 2 times 2, plus 5y, that's 5 times negative 4. Does it give us negative 24? And the answer is yes. So that is a check right there. Okay, so let's take a look now at number 9. I need to close the window for a second. I'll be right back. Alright, so number 9, if you check out the two equations, we've got 2x minus 5y equals negative 13, 3x plus 5y equals negative 7. Look at the y's. This time the y values have opposite coefficients. Negative 5y, positive 5y. So what we're going to do, we're going to add the two equations. 2x plus 3x is 5x. Negative 5y plus 5y is 0 equals, that's negative 20. Negative 13 plus negative 7. We can solve it. Divide by 5, divide by 5. We get 1x equals negative 4. So negative 4 is our first answer. We need to figure out the y value. Let's take the second equation this time. 3x plus 5y equals negative 7. Now what was the answer for x? It was negative 4. So we get negative 12. Multiply that. Plus 5y equals negative 7. We'll go plus 12 plus 12. We get 5y equals 5. Notice all the equation solving that we have to do. So we're still solving equations. We've been doing this since the first week, but we're still doing it. So y equals 1. You get negative 4 for x, positive 1 for y, and if you check it, it works. Alright, the last example here, I'm going to change it a little bit. In the second equation, I'm going to take out this negative, okay, because I want to show you an example here. What happens when the coefficients are not opposites? Now, when you look at this, you have 3a, 3a. That looks good, but I can't add this yet. Because if we add these, you don't get 0a, you get 6. The goal when you eliminate is to add them so you get 0 for one of the variables. So the problem is they're both positive. I need one of them to be negative. So what I can do, I'm going to take the bottom equation. I'm going to multiply both sides by -1. Okay, I'm going to multiply both sides of the equation by -1. Now what this does, the top equation does not change. I just copy that down. We didn't do anything to that. Now the bottom equation, when you multiply by -1, that's like distributing. Now you have -1 times 3, so that's -3a. That's what we want, -3a. Now -1 times -4b is +4b. And then -1 times 5 times -5 is +5. Basically, when you multiply by -1, you change every sign. If it was a positive value, now it's negative. If it was negative, now it's positive. Now what we'll do, we have opposites for the a's. We're going to add them. So we get 0a. This is +2b. -2 plus 4, and 11 plus 5 is 16. We solve, divide by 2, divide by 2, b is equal to 8. Now you have to figure out the a value. So let's go back. I'm going to take the first equation, which was 3a minus 2b equals 11. The b value was 8, so we get 3a minus 16 equals 11. We'll go plus 16. So 3a equals 27. We'll divide by 3, and a equals 9. And again, if you check this, 8 comma 9 for AB, whoops, this is AB, not XY. Let's take a look at it here. So the top equation was 3 times A minus 2 times B, and it's supposed to give us 11. 3 times A minus 2 times B. Oh, you know what I did? Do you see my mistake? 3 times A minus 2 times B. The A value was the 9, and the B value was the 8, so I switched them. That makes a big difference here. So let's do 3 times 9 minus 2 times 8. Does it give me 11? Check. The bottom equation was 3 times A, that's 9, minus 4 times B. Does it give me -5? Check. And now we're done with notes.